Welcome back to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Week 6 is done. Now we're going to talk about Week 7, but before we do that, we have to introduce my guest here. My first guest is the new season, same-ish, Steven. Steven, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing good. My second guest, he's also known as Cobra Kyler. It's Tyren. Tyren, how are you doing today?
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. And my last guest, he is Take Me to Tua title. It's Misbah. Misbah, how are you doing today?
Not too bad, man. How about you?
I'm feeling ugh. But let's get into some lighter news. Let's get into the Texans game, Steven's team. Steven, you guys won 41-21. What went right for you guys?
Yeah, same as it's been every week, just lack of penalties and everyone doing their job, and that's what our potential could look like.
Mm-hmm.
They turned it on in the second half, but I mean the Patriots did, but that didn't really matter. Too little, too late situation. But yeah, I like what happened.
Yeah, man. CJ Stroud made 3 touchdowns, 192 yards. That's great for fantasy.
It's great for
Amazing.
my self-esteem.
Oh, that too.
Oh, yeah. Same with the Longhorns. It was a great weekend.
Good weekend for Steven here. But let's get into Tyron's team. You guys lost to Mr. the next Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, with 51 versus the Saints 27. Man, what happened?
It was crazy. How to start? Yeah, I really don't know where to start. Olave went down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do it from there.
Yeah, Chris Olave was a big part of your wide receiver train there, and then went wrong. I was looking at because I didn't watch the game, but I was looking at the stats. I was like, oh, he only made 1 reception. I was like, oh yeah, he got injured.
Yeah,
but did you?
1 reception
Were you?
and then pursuit fumble.
Yeah, were you impressed by Spencer Rattler? At least.
So,
That's right.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. We look terrible. The second quarter gave us hope because we scored 27 unanswered for some reason, and then reality hit. I don't know what exactly to say. And now going into the Thursday night game, we won't have any receivers healthy because Chris Olave is still concussed, and then Rashid Shaheed has a knee injury that they're concerned about.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are not bad because you guys are losing because of injuries, so that's okay, right? You guys are still a good team without the injuries.
I mean, we are, but we're hurt, so
yeah.
Yeah,
I feel you. Dolphins, they're on their bye. So, Misbah, you took any vacation during this time?
No, our AFC East has been busy though. It's been really, really busy today. Lots of interesting moves went down, so kind of scares me a little bit. So we'll see.
Okay. I went to the Cowboys game in person at the AT&T Stadium, Jerry Jones World, and the Cowboys did the same thing as. Yeah, it was. They lost to 49. No, sorry, 47-49, whatever that is, to 9 points. In the stadium, people were chanting Jared Goff. I'm like, goddamn. But yeah, Cowboys offensively, defensively were trash. I guess we had to blame one guy. It's Jerry Jones, and I don't know if you guys heard that the radio segment he had, and he was kind of chirpy.
He was crying.
Yeah, he was power tripping.
Yep.
Yeah. And there was like this one girl threw up, and some Lions fan was just doing the gritty on her. I was like, man.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
That is
there's video.
evil.
I didn't see in person. I
No,
saw
that's
it
evil,
afterwards.
man.
Yeah,
That's
it
evil.
was her throwing up. You see the vomit on the ground, and the guy was just doing the
Oh
gritty. So I'm like,
Ooh,
no,
no.
I don't think
oh
Cowboys
yeah.
deserve that per se,
Yes, they
but
did.
do
That's
they?
rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
Hit her with the orange justice.
That's rough.
Would have been a
But
good
yeah,
day.
but yeah, Cowboys fans, you guys are hurt. I feel you guys because for my Jets, they they did the same thing last week.
They blew another opportunity.
Huge opportunity. So who do we blame here? Are we pointing at Mike Williams? Are we pointing at Aaron Rodgers? Should we point at Woody Johnson? Because I would. No,
Apparently,
no.
You could honestly do all three. I mean, I feel like each of them had part to play in that. Mike Williams ran the wrong route. That's what Rogers is saying after that. Apparently, he ran the wrong route and then he slipped, and so it didn't work out. And
Yeah.
then obviously now a bunch of stuff went down. So with
That might be
this new
true.
Devontae Adams deal, Mike Williams might be on the trading block. So that's
Oh,
something to
no.
look out for.
Yeah,
That might be true, but give a
Yeah.
different answer.
I just want to see
Yeah.
Robert Sala's face right now. He must be happy as hell because the same mistake happened again. And I know Devontae Adams is coming here, but nothing's going to change for me. They're going to be the same old Jets, and they're going to keep losing. That is my prediction.
It was a really nice Hail Mary, though. I'll give him that. That was clean.
It reminded me of 2015, back to the Lions.
That was clean, yeah.
Yeah. I wish you give it to Conklin. I needed like 12 points from that, but but yeah, Jets. We'll see where it happens from there. But yeah, that was our games there. Thursday night football was a great game as well. 49ers and Seahawks. Geno Smith kind of messed up towards the end, but still a great game.
Yeah.
I forgot that game happened.
Yeah, a
I
lot,
did.
a lot of things happened this week.
Yeah.
You know what? I want DK to get his shit together. The fumbles need to stop.
Fumbles gotta stop.
I agree. But yeah, let's talk about the trades that happened today. Actually, so we talk about Devontae Adams to the Jets.
Yeah.
What was the other trades?
Ooh.
So
Amari
speaking
Cooper.
of Devontae, Amari Cooper is another one. Speaking of Devontae Adams, apparently Tom Brady just became part owner of the Raiders. So what's his name? The owner, I forgot his name.
Oh, Davis.
Mike
Raiders, yeah. He was like saying, "Oh, we traded Devontae Adams, we got Tom Brady instead." So he's going to be new part owner. Obviously, he's not playing for the team, but apparently he is going to be making choices on some of the scout that the Raiders might be getting. So it looks like he might have a say in the next quarterback that they potentially might draft, or in charge of those decisions. So that'll be interesting to see how he performs as an owner. A lot of times it doesn't work out. You see Michael Jordan, really good player, but as an owner was absolutely terrible. So hopefully Tom Brady doesn't do the same thing, but he has a lot to work with. That team's very far away from going anywhere. But yeah, let's see. That'll be interesting to see him as an owner now. So that's something big.
I don't expect him to be the owner of the Raiders. The Raiders has a different culture. I don't see Tom Brady fitting to that.
Yeah, I guess it's just Las Vegas. He owns the Aces, the WNBA team too. So I guess it's money in Vegas, I guess.
So
He's investing in it.
Vegas is going to be the next melting pot. The next NBA team's going there.
Probably,
The Athletics are moving there. It's
Mhm.
will be big.
It'll be big.
I believe Cam Akers is going to the Vikings.
That one kind of didn't really make
That's
much sense. I was like, okay.
Yeah, like do Vikings need a running back?
They already have Aaron Jones. I was like,
Oh,
I guess
they
a
had
backup,
Cam
right?
Akers last season and got rid of him, so I don't know why.
Oh yeah. Right.
Oh.
I don't know why the Texans got it. I guess because Joe Mixon's healthy, but I mean, he'd be a good backup. I don't know, maybe money thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we did have Akers. I mean,
Yeah,
sure. You can have the second, third string running back, I guess.
Yeah, he was good.
I feel like Amari Cooper is big though because the Bills lost their two best receivers this offseason. Like getting like a true number one to a team that's still pretty decent on offense I think is pretty big. I think he'll flow in right away.
Absolutely,
yeah.
because they're missing Stephon Diggs big time.
Javon Diggs and Gabe Davis.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Gabe is
not
back.
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis is a great fantasy player. He can make up to 15 points every
I think
time.
he's a decent wide receiver too, I guess.
Yeah. All right. I think that's
Okay.
for the trades. I do have a question for you guys. Should Calvin Ridley be somewhere else? He is mad in Tennessee.
I think anybody would be mad at Tennessee.
Yeah. They got some good players that moved there this year, and they're all regretting it.
Absolutely.
I could have told you that.
I mean, he should be in the Bills too. Be with Mamari.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The next question is, Eagles Nick Sirianni is sorry and disappointed for post-game behavior. Is he immature?
Yeah.
I think so. There was this instance last season where they played the Chiefs in the regular season, and then like he was leaving the stadium and started yelling at the fans, saying something about like saying "talk now" or something because they were trolling when they lost Super Bowl. I was like, okay, bro. It's like
They earned that.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
kind of. I don't know if he's how long he's gonna be the coach. To be honest, I don't know. I don't think he has a lot of time.
They'll give it to the end of the year probably, and
Something like that.
Maybe. I mean, he shaved his head after he had his new look. Now he's just being like this. So we'll see with him. I do have some news for you guys. Danny Green, three-time NBA player, champion, announces his retirement. He was champion in the Spurs, Raptors, and Lakers.
wow.
Yeah. For like 3 rings. Yeah. It's a decent career.
Yeah, 3 rings and 3 different teams. I never heard of that before. Usually it's like maybe
LeBron.
2. Oh.
Yeah.
LeBron, Robert Horry.
Oh.
Robert already did the whole around the world. Steve Kerr? No, only 2. Spurs and Bulls, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Danny Green. Great 3-pointer too.
Yeah, I like Danny Green. He was a good Rocket. Just
he was.
That was about it.
More New York news. Last week, or a few days ago, Dante DiVincenzo and Rick Brunson got into a heat exchange during the Knicks and Timberwolves game. I feel like Dante never wanted to leave the Knicks, and it shows.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, he was talking trash to the bench or to Tibbs, and then Rick Brunson got in the way, and hopefully Jalen and Dante are still friends after this. I hope so.
I think they're friends.
He got hit with the "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Talking trash in preseason. Who the hell are you?
Dude, honestly, I don't know if you guys have been watching preseason games. They've been on fire. They've been Anthony. What's his name? The next Michael Jordan.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. He dropped 31 points. I was like, this is a preseason game.
The NBA is so. Every team has caught up with each other. I don't know who's going to win it this year, really.
Yeah. Each division is good. Yeah.
That's all I can.
Let's get into the injuries. I saw this personally. Aiden Hutchinson broke his fibula and tibula.
Yeah.
Oh, you were there when it happened.
Yeah, he was carted off. I was like,
bad. Yeah. He tore his fibula too. I thought it was only his tibia. Damn.
They said both. So it went that way.
He might be out of the season then. Yeah.
He will be.
He'll be out 8 months. That's
honestly hard. That's like the focal point of that defense. Without him, they're pretty lackluster. I'm not gonna lie. The defense is pretty lackluster.
Someone said this. The Lions are the dad's team, and I agree. I feel like they're a dad's team, and right now they're the most underdog team in the NFL, and I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, I just hope the defense can somewhat make up for that loss. It's gonna be tough.
I think Campbell could think of something.
Hopefully. They were trying to get JJ Watt back, which would really be cool, but I don't think he wants to come back.
Oh man, that would be when
I
he
feel like that would be
retired.
like fun. JJ Watt retired like 2, 3 years ago. 2 years ago. He
Oh my
hasn't won a
god,
ring though, so winning a ring with Detroit would be really cool.
Yeah, would be.
is he from Detroit?
I don't think so.
No, from
Oh,
Wisconsin.
It's just because of the injury, I guess.
gotcha. Marvin Harrison Jr. Has a concussion. Um,
Yeah.
your Tua, Misbah, expect to come back this year, according to Mike McDaniels. Do you trust Mike?
Man, I just hope this guy doesn't die, bro. Because I feel like one more hit, this guy's gonna see the gulags. So whatever they do, they need to make sure they protect this guy. Like he cannot run anymore at
Oh
all.
man,
I just hope. I mean, as long as the doctors clear him and it's a medical decision, then he can play. Then I say go for it, but just you have to be really careful now. I think
Yeah.
safety is like the utmost importance because one more bad hit can be really fatal.
Mm-hmm.
I
You might see a different player.
Gotta stay healthy.
maybe he'd
Yeah.
be more of a not a runner, but more of like a Tom Brady or Eli
If
Manning
he was a
type of guy.
pocket passer and they actually protect him, that would
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
dangerous.
this guy cannot run like at all. We cannot let him run.
No.
No.
All right. Let's get into our fantasy starts. But we haven't done this, but let's check back where we said for week 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we said for the quarterback position, we said Caleb Williams over Daniel Jones, and we are correct. He made 36 points.
Ballin'.
Yeah.
He was big ball.
Daniel Jones made 11 points. For running back, I believe we said Bigsby. Is that correct? I think we said his name. He made 6 points over Zamir White, who made 0.
Oh.
For wide receiver slot, we picked, I believe, as a mix here. I think it was either Ray McLeod or Josh Downs. Well, Josh Downs made 22 points, rather Ray McLeod made 5.
I think I said Josh Downs because I didn't know if Raver McLeod would be if he'd even get snaps like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he does. The New York Jets for tight end slot, we picked, or no, I don't think we picked Conklin because he made like 3 points, and we picked Noah Fant who made 13.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
You guys picked Houston defense who made 14 points, rather than Commanders who made 4 points.
Yeah, I think so. Right now, they still have Houston defense pretty good. They got Will Anderson Jr. They got Daniel Hunter. Daniel Hunter's really good too. Yeah, they're solid group.
Right. So we did pretty well in the week 6, but let's hopefully we can do the same here for week 7.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're better than the fantasy live guys in NFL Network.
That's right.
Yeah, I am better than Michael F. Florio. If you're listening,
That's
here.
right.
All right, for quarterback position, do you guys start Patrick Mahomes versus 49ers or Seattle Seahawks Geno Smith versus Atlanta?
Gotta go Geno, man.
Really?
Geno's actually been playing well in fantasy. I'm not gonna lie. Even though they
I'll
might
go
lose,
Geno.
but his fantasy numbers are pretty good.
Yeah.
He does have the most passing yards this season, which is kind of surprising, but hey.
I think I'd go with Geno as well.
Whatever works.
In my league, someone dropped Patrick Mahomes, and that was surprising. So maybe he knows something.
He hasn't been that good.
Yeah,
no, he's been making less than 20. So we'll see. For running back, for running back position, do you guys start Josh Jacobs versus Houston Texans or New York Jets, Breece Hall versus Steelers?
Breece.
Ooh.
I think the offense is going to open up now with Devontae. I think let's go with Breece.
All right, Breece Hall.
Yeah.
For wide receiver, do you guys start any New York Giants players or versus the Eagles or Miami Dolphins Tyreek Hill versus the Colts?
Oh God, it's gonna be Tyler Huntley again this week, so I don't even know.
I'm starting Downs. Wait.
No, any New York Giants wide receiver.
Let me pull up my pick.
against
If
Tyren.
if Neighbors comes back, yes, he's a must start. Other than that, no.
Okay,
I
so you're
think Neighbors
starting
probably out, so I guess I'll go with Tariq.
Still?
Tariq.
I think yeah.
He still has a
I think
concussion,
so.
I believe.
I don't think cut out of protocol as of now. Let's see, maybe. But he's not been cleared yet.
Yeah, this is an odd one. But I would probably pick any New York's receiver over Tyreek Hill right now.
Yeah, I have Tyreek Hill, and I feel like I should. I don't want to bench him because he's Tyreek Hill. How can you drop? How can you bench
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill?
So
But it's tough.
he's not a receiver, but if you can get Tracy Jr. from the Giants,
Mm,
you got something cooking.
I see.
Cooking.
All right. So we're picking any Giants players there. For tight end, do you guys start George Kittle versus Kansas City? Excuse me. Who are 49ers facing? I put
Yeah, you got it
KC.
right.
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Okay. I also put Bills as well. I was like, what? Excuse me. 49ers versus George Kittle. George Kittle versus KC, or Raiders Brock Bowers versus Rams.
Brock Bowers.
Ooh,
Yeah, Brock
that
Bowers.
was a
Brock Powers. What is
For the
Brock Powers
Rams?
averaging right now? Does anyone know?
So, what?
Do you know what Brock Powers is averaging in fantasy right now?
No, I don't.
He's been getting me between 12 to 20 points a game.
Honestly, that's not bad for the tight end market. So, yeah.
And Kittle is definitely just a touchdown boomer bust at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
I see. Okay. So Brock Bowers, I start him. And for defense, which defense you guys should start from the waivers? Anybody? Which defense?
Ooh.
Your choice.
If the Bengals are up there,
Not like that.
because they play the Browns,
No,
they
that's
can't.
true.
They cannot protect Deshaun. So I'd say them.
See.
And Bengals are slipping pretty bad on defense, though, in general. That is the Browns, so hard to say.
And also,
Yeah.
who is Deshaun throwing to?
Right.
No,
There's no.
I forgot. You know, I completely forgot Jerry Judy's on that team.
I
I
did
did not
see.
know that.
He's non-existent now.
Yeah.
This guy's been playing. I haven't heard his name all season.
Oh, he was great in Broncos. Not anymore.
Decent in Broncos, but I never heard of this guy.
He wasn't even great with Broncos.
I haven't heard this guy's name at all. I forgot he was even existing.
Look up the Steve Smith interview and you'll see his career crumble.
Oh,
Right away.
right.
Oh, I remember that. Oh,
That's why. That's
that
why
was
we don't
bad.
even hear Judy anymore.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
really bad.
Brought him down to size.
That was tough. He was always being compared with CD when they first came because they were in the same draft.
Yep.
And Judy was like regarded a little bit like higher than CD in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, it's just been. I mean, I guess you could say CD's in a better situation, but still, Jerry just never lived up to the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I was like, we have a great fantasy week here, but yeah, I do want to get into baseball here because baseball's been kind of crazy. I don't personally watch it. I mean, I should because my Mets are there, but Steven,
Yankees too, right?
Yeah, and Yankees are there too. But Steven, you are the baseball guru. What is happening in the playoffs here?
I mean, we're in the championship round. The New York teams look good despite the Mets game one. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish, literally. Baseball, these series could go to... I see the Dodgers going to 6 or 7. The Yankees, I think they can sweep. So the New York matchup might happen, but a dream matchup is LA and New York. That would be...
Yeah, LA versus New York would be crazy, right? I mean, you have the best player in the world, Shohei Ohtani, versus probably the most iconic franchise. Even though
as much as I hate the Dodgers, I want Shohei to have a ring.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
So yeah,
but the Yankees haven't won in like forever, right? It's been like
it's been a while. 2009.
Oh,
they used to average 2 World Series championships a decade.
Yeah, they've won the most, right?
Yes, they've won 27.
27 is insane.
When were they established? Like in the 20s?
Like 1920 something?
The World Series was established 1905, I believe.
05.
Oh,
Wow.
That is decades.
We're definitely.
That's
I think this World
It's a
Series is
century.
going to be 122,
Wow.
123.
It's been out
But
there.
yeah,
it's an old ass game, man. A century game.
there are some
Uh,
teams that won it that are not around anymore.
That makes sense.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember the Cubs when they won. They
They
haven't
won
won
after
since.
100 years, so
Yeah.
the Yankees don't have to wait that long, hopefully.
That was beautiful. I cried. That was
100 years.
that was history.
That was history. 3-1 comeback, too. It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. I think that's the greatest baseball game ever played. That Game 7.
It's probably the only game I ever watched like fully. But yeah, that was a fun game.
Everyone should go watch it.
I'm trying my best here. Because I'm more into cricket, which is kind of like baseball, but I need to watch more of baseball, I guess.
Well,
Watch Shohei. He's fun to watch.
yeah, watch the World Series.
Yeah, I mean, I always do that, but when it comes to like the playoffs or even before that, I don't. So maybe I should do more of that.
Well, it's a commitment. It's 162 games.
162.
Yeah, that's a lot. A lot.
Oh,
I watch.
if you have like, is there like a MLB pass or something like NBA pass?
They have a network, but yeah, you can get a pass as well and watch every game literally.
Yeesh. A lot of games.
That's a lot of time.
That and while watching basketball, you need like 4 TVs in your one room.
And
I
you need
do.
a lot of time. You
need time.
You need a lot of free
Yeah.
time.
All right. But yeah, that was this week. Hopefully, someone will win the series. When is the World Series? Is it next month or is it end of the month?
I think it's the end of the month, right?
It's usually the end of October.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go Mets, I guess. I hope they do well. But yeah, Steven, where can they find you, man?
They can find me on X at ChefSpin and anywhere else at ChefSpin LOL.
Good. And Misbah, what about you?
Find me on Instagram at MisbahG6.
Good. And Tyren, how about you, man?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at the Tyren.
Ecliptor, who's he? He's trouble.
If you're looking for an amazing podcast that recaps Power Rangers in space, then there's only one stop for you, and that is Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Watch it today, or feel my wrath.
Oh hey, it's Lex Lang, voice of Ecliptor from Power Rangers in Space. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Anthony and Abrar for putting together an amazing podcast that really shows off Power Rangers in Space. So if you haven't seen it or heard it, be sure to tune in. Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. That's right. It's amazing.
I think so too.
We are back for week 7 of the NFL. Of course, I have to bring out the guy who I've been predicting with is Wally. Wally, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How's the Garden State? It's treating you well?
The Garden State is ready for its harvesting season. It's close to October. We just out here thriving and vibing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean, man. But tell us the record from last week for week 6.
Let's review it. Bro, you ended up with a 2-3 record. Coincidentally, I ended up with a 3-2 record, and our total record for the season is all tied up now at 13-17. I told you I would catch up. I told you.
Okay. I mean, because we had different answers, so might as well we all line up together. But let's get into week 7 here, man. Our first matchup is the Lions versus the Vikings. Who the hell do you have here, man?
This is probably the best matchup of the week.
Yeah.
Lions coming off that dominating performance against Dallas.
Oh.
The Vikings, I believe they were on a bye, but still undefeated. So Vikings are playing at home. They have all the momentum. Lions, I feel like they're just, whoever comes in their way, they're just trying to put them down. I see the Lions winning this one comfortably and handing Sam Darnold and the Vikings their first loss of the season. Look, I'm on Ross A. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, and David Montgomery in the backfield. These fellas are going to be putting on a show with Mr. Goff at the helm. I see them completely obliterating the Vikings. Give me the Lions here. Bro, who do you have?
I like your pick here because I'm also going with the Lions. They have a great, as you said, offense. But they're missing their main guy from defense who got his freaking fibula and tibula destroyed, Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, so shout out to him. Hope he recovers real quick. But I think they can still win without him, so I'm going with the Lions. And we might see a Viking girl throwing up while the Lion fans do the gritty on her. So we'll see. And the next matchup is Texans and the Packers.
What do you got here, bro? Talk to me.
Me. You're asking me, man. Okay. Look, I don't see any production from Jordan Love last week. I don't think he's going to do well against this tough Texas team. So I'm picking CJ Stroud, Texans. How about you?
CJ Stroud and the Texans are looking hot as they come into week 7 for this matchup. Packers, they seem to be having everybody's number on their offense. I don't know what it is with Jordan Love. Unconventional step back, and when he throws, he just gets the job done all the time, thick and through. But the fact that Nico Collins is still out, I think they had an easy chance last week against the Patriots. I don't see them replicating that on the road in Green Bay. Give me the Packers here.
Packers.
I think this is a game that Josh Jacob is going to take over. Will rely more on the running game, and they will dominate the Texans here as well.
Gotcha. Let me write that down there. Our next matchup is I think he's frustrated now, but Geno Smith's Seahawks versus the Falcons. I am, because the last play of that Seahawks game, I saw Geno Smith and he got really mad. So I think he's gonna bring that anger to this game against Kirk Cousins. Kurt Cobain, as you say, right? Kurt Cobain, baby. Yeah, so I don't think Kirk will do his Cobain. So I'm thinking Seahawks should win this.
Seahawks start off the year 3-0, lost the last 3. Geno appears to be not riding back, but I think that he needs to this time.
Sure.
Give me the Falcons here, baby, on the home stage. Ooh. Kirk Bangs is just doing his Kirk chains, and he's riding the I'm swag, I'm surfing, I'm swagging, I'm surfing. And I see him continue to do that at home. Their running game seems to be picking up with Tyler Algier and Bijan in the back. I see them continue to make their way throughout that Seattle defense. Give me the Falcons at home, baby.
I don't know, man. I feel like DK Metcalf is gonna bring it up, if you know what I mean. The next matchup,
he does.
We'll see. Next matchup is a
rematch,
big one.
Rematch, baby.
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl rematch. It's against the KC Chiefs versus the San 49ers. What do you have here, man?
Niners seem to be finding their groove here and there. I think that win against Seattle was very season-defining. Debo's back. Kittle's back. I think playing to the home crowd will definitely help. But I don't see them winning against the Chiefs this time around again. Chiefs always find some magical way to kind of jumpstart their offense, even though see Travis Kelce trying to get back into the fold. This Niners defense isn't the same as it was years back. There's something wrong. And I think the Chiefs will try to exploit that with their weapons. So give me the Chiefs here. I think it will be a close one, though, for sure.
I see. Well, if you're picking Chiefs, I see the same flaws with as you said for the 49ers, but for the Chiefs. So I'm going the 49ers. I know they don't have Christian McCaffrey there, but I still think Jordan Mason and the rest of the crew, Jordan Kittle, can pick it up for the 49ers. So I think we're going to have a great matchup here, I hope. Because Patrick Mahomes' fantasy numbers is trash, so maybe he'll pick it up here. Big game, I'm going with the 49ers.
And our last matchup for the week is a good one on Monday Night Football.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have the Ravens visiting the Bucks. So, bro, who do you have on this matchup? Close things out.
To close things out, man. Look, I said, of course, over and over and over. Okay, you guys must be tired of hearing me saying this, but Baker Mayfield is the next Tom Brady, but he will not be Tom Brady in this matchup. I'm going with Lamar Jackson with his freaking Derrick Henry, King Henry, Zay Flowers. They're doing an amazing job as being the number one in their division. I'm going the Ravens. How about you?
I'm going to have to agree with you on this pick as well. Starting off 0-2, come back with 4 straight. Lamar and Derrick Henry have found their groove. They know when to pass. They know especially when to run. And they've been just dominating through. I do like the Bucks because of Baker. It feels like he's just finding his stride. But I think the Ravens are going to be they're going to overpower the game with their time of possession and their running attack. And it'll be too much for the Bucks to keep up, I would think.
Sounds good. So it looks like we are picking 2 teams, Lions and Ravens, and everything else was something different. So I like that. Any words for the Knicks this week? This coming up week?
Any words for the upcoming week?
Yeah.
Gulab Jamun.
For those who know, they know. Where can they find you, man?
They can find me in the Garden State.
Garden State, and you might be visiting the Knicks. I heard. Seeing
Me?
Mr. Cat, yeah, the big purr, Kit Kat.
The big bodega cat?
Yeah, are you gonna see him?
Maybe. Only if he invites me.
That's true. That's true. Always invite, never be uninvited. But of course, you can follow this podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube Music. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on everywhere. So follow me there. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow.